Hello everyone. Well, in today's video, I figured since both of the water valves for this Kelvinator are working, I'd run both of the machines for you. I guess this would count as my first official Washday washing. That's kind of a popular trend on YouTube that I've been noticing, so I figured might as well do my own as well. So I've got normal clothes in here. Now I've got 4 towels in there, and I'll go ahead and start setting the options. Microphone is unplugged, so I'm kind of doing this because I want to see, now that this thing has both water valves going, I want to see which one is going to be able to finish first. So I'm going to start both of these at the same time. Did I start? Oh, that did not start. Okay, hang on a second. Didn't know why that didn't start. Try making that as even as possible. So right now that is just putting it in cold, and this one is putting in both, but soon that is going to temper it to just hot. Let me make sure that's cold. Yeah, that is cold. Alright, and the lint filter is clean. Oh, let's put it in. Alright, here comes the hot water. Alright, there goes the boat. That's what it looks like with the boat. Oh yes, I forgot to mention the detergent and the Persil. Persil that doesn't appear to have a, oh look at that, this is kind of low water pressure. Interesting. Oh, it just got even lower. Yeah. So this one appears to be taking all the water pressure. And look at that, it's already breaking. Alright, I'm going to pour the detergent in there. Oh man, I need to get some more. That one's just started doing warm again. Yeah, I really need some more detergent. Oh well. Man, it still feels like there's color bit in there. Oh no, there isn't. Okay. I guess now it's just a matter of which one fills first. It looks like it's going to be the Kelvinator though. Looking at my camera, it's only been going on for 3 minutes. This one's almost done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kelvinator is going to start first. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at it. It's like a pathetic little stream. Someone's coming in. Oh, there it is. So it did start first. And you can hardly hear it too. Oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to fill. So you can really tell this one does take all the water pressure. Almost there. There you go. I would like to grab the tripod right now, but it is being borrowed because I'm just going to clean. Especially this one here. This one is splashy. So yeah, I'm not using the Tide today. That's because I just trying to savor how expensive it is. And it's 3 hours away. It's just kind of what's up here. I used to have powdered Vanish in there, but I ran out. Now I'm using liquid Vanish. In the meantime, there's the Tide pods. This is escape from the old powdered detergent that I used to have, that used to be in here. That one had phosphates in it, that was good, but it's currently out of stock. This is all of the rags and such. Lovely little plant there, a couple other stuff. So that's kind of what makes up this little shelf here. I don't know why this one's so sudsy today. This detergent produces no suds. I wonder if there's like soap in one of the towels or something. I don't know. Because that's just an unusual occurrence to see suds. Alright, move over here. This is what it should look like. Not very many suds at all. I might actually fix that. Hold on a second. Will it work like that? No, it won't. It will work here. Okay, it doesn't work anywhere. Okay. Trying to make this work. Alright, oh well, you're just gonna have to bear with me while I watch that move. Alright. Here's what does all the suds building. Spanish. So now, if you close this. Sorry, that was a rather dramatic close. Pop this off. Down there. Undo the cap. And pour some Vanish in there. Alright, here's a bring on this stuff too. But there's some Vanish for this one. I should have dissolved that because this stuff is very gooey. See? This will take ages to rinse off. I'm wondering if this is actually safe to throw in there. I might just throw it in there. Alrighty. This one's still maintaining that layer of suds. And I am still wondering how it got there in the first place. That's the type of suds I want to see whenever I do loading here, but I never get it. It never happens. Except somehow for this one time. Just put a little bit in there. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but I know it's going to do something here because those fins at the top. That is what it's doing there. And what this is doing here. Alright. So let's check on statuses. This one here. Goes right there, and I'm gonna pop this down again. See, that's how heavy the tripod is. Because I can grab quite a lot of things. While I'm doing these videos, you might catch the timer advancing while I'm getting myself set up, so I should be prepared. Alright. Looks like it's in the same place to me, but oh well. And this one over here, the only status you can get is here. There's actually no time remaining here. And I am using regular this time because that's what it defaults to. And the maxis, I'm actually starting to realize the max is quite long. And plus it's basically the same time. here's what I was planning to do. I got a ladder so I can get up here and get a good view of both of them running. See? There's the Whirlpool doing what it should. And there's the Kelvinator. A little bit. Alright. So usually when this wiggles a lot, that's usually a sign that there's too much clothes in here. I know some wiggle more than others, but this one never really does it, and if it does, it's very ever so slightly, maybe like that, but usually when it wiggles a lot, it's kind of a sign that you've put too much stuff in there. Seems to be doing okay. I still haven't put the original motor, the new motor coupler in there yet. It's still running on the one that hasn't, the one from that didn't break, and the other one that was original to the machine. I just had a thought. What would it look like? I wonder if this could work. I'll set this. What do you think of that view? I just want to look for one more thing. There it is. Real quickly, I wanted to demonstrate all of the dispensers. First one, I'm going to start off with the Whirlpool. This thing has two dispensers. It's got a fabric softener dispenser and a liquid chlorine bleach dispenser. And this one only has one. That's this one here. Another fabric softener dispenser. I know when people are doing their Washday washings, they usually refer to fabric softener as Savric Flossener because it's a play on words. But yeah, I just like to I'll stick with my words. And finally, now that we've filled both of them up, just run a bit of water through the bleach dispenser. Probably need to clean that out too. Looks like it has a couple of specks of dirt in there. Alright, how are we looking? Let's see. Okay, we got 6 minutes to go and we are just flying through this cycle, aren't we? Man, that layer of suds is still there. incredible. And while I'm here, I know some people have asked me if I can do something about the water level, and yes, I wish I could. Because if you look here, it's not up to the top row of holes. And I know it can fill higher. And I know some people have mentioned to me that on the inside, where the pressure switch is, there's a screw. And you can adjust the screw so that it is set to fill higher. Now I wanted to do that, but when I looked in it, I noticed it didn't have a screw. And I don't know if some of you might know pressure switches that don't have the screws in them, but yeah, this one in particular doesn't have a screw, so it can't be adjusted. So the only way, but there is a way, that is the good news. It's not the most efficient way, and it might seem a little weird, but the way I raise it is by doing that. So that's how I raise the water level on that. Oh man, this thing's actually probably gonna finish first. I really need to time the regular cycle because I know that the maxi cycle is something like near 25 minutes long. But this one appears to have finished well within 18 minutes. Because this thing's still got less than 4 minutes to go. This is where it would do, that little mark there, that's where it would do the sud saving. Pop that out to see if it got it all out. Feels okay to me. So that is the first time this thing has ever finished washing for the Whirlpool. Because if some of my older subscribers, if you have seen my sheets week video, you'll know that this thing starts draining the wash water out when this one is draining its rinse water out. Pretty incredible. That's actually why I always set the extra rinse on, because this thing takes so long. But now that I've got both of the water valves working, it fills quicker, and because I've set it to regular, it also washes quicker. So that is, I'm kind of actually impressed it's done this. So, what an achievement to the Kelvinator. It actually finished first. And there we are. That's where it would do that. Sounds like this one's done. Real quick listen. What it sounds like in there. Oh, I forgot. I like to do this. I like to close the lids and just have a listen. This is what the laundry room sounds like. But imagine what it would sound like when they were both washing. All you'd be able to hear is the Whirlpool. In fact, I think that's all you can probably hear on the video still. So, this one's about to go. Spin. Oh! It's draining. Okay, so we are draining there. Spinning there. So this is interesting. They're both going to be spinning at the same times. And this one does some pretty good spray rinses now, because the water valve that I got for this machine actually came out of the Simpson Set 750 that I took apart when it broke itself. So I had it up in the attic because the bottom half of the valve was not the same as the bottom half of the valve for this one. But I discovered that the top half is it's the same. And I know it looks a bit different, but somehow it works. See right there, that's that one working. You can see it's much more powerful than the old one. And the old one's actually being used for the hot now. That one is done draining. Bit of lint in there. Here we go. This thing never disengages. I find that interesting. I'm assuming that's a good thing. I did rebuild the transmission, and if I remember correctly, I do remember that before I took this thing, before I restored this washer, I do recall it disengaging a couple of times before it went and spin. There goes this one accelerating. But anyways, as I was saying, when I restored this washer, I completely rebuilt the transmission. I put some new oil in there, and I know it's just an observation I've made. It never disengages anymore, but ever. This thing always, and that's why it always makes that weird chunk noise when it starts spinning, because when it disengages it makes it kind of like a smooth entry into the spin, but since it doesn't disengage, it makes that chunk, yeah. So this is now going to start filling. And this one is now slowing down. I guess not having it disengaged is a good thing, because I guess that's a sign that the neutral drain kit is in really good shape, I guess. So I guess it's a sign that the neutral drain kit isn't going to fail anytime soon, and that's always good. Look at how fast this thing goes now. If somebody told me If somebody asked me if my washer had a leaning problem, hang on a sec. I might need to get in the microphone. It's kind of noisy in here. See, that's what it looks like there. Filling. Doesn't look like it did much here. So I guess it's just the hot water, takes all the hot water away. I guess it's pretty much the same as the cold water though on both machines, pretty even there. Anyways, like I was saying, I think if somebody asked me if this washer had a leaning problem, it doesn't lean to the left or to the right, but I have noticed it does lean like that. And, I mean, I don't know if that's... It just doesn't look right to me. I have a feeling it should be... Because see, it's hitting the tub ring. I have a feeling it should be more there. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely gonna need an extra rinse there. But yeah, it's just another thing I noticed. Let me add some more water. Just for the sake of the motor coupler that I broke in less than 2 months. I'm gonna fill this a bit higher. And that one just locked in. There we go. It's a little better. That's that. If the Kelvinator fills in time, we might be able to catch see both of them running at the same time, and that is weirdly very sudsy. It's much more sudsier than the wash water. I really need my microphone now. I don't know if this helps, but I just got a feeling. Alright, back to the normal voices. I'll probably never use the microphone, it's just way too difficult to use. I'm trying to film both of these. So look at how clear the water is here. And look at over here. Oh yes. So this is now draining. Drain the wash water away. here. Almost done. There we go, it is done. Let's have a listen here. In the tub again. Oh, I did not notice this thing going to gentle. Man, that is making a lot of noise there. Plug that in. I think it's time to pop outside and have a look here. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, come back over here. Yeah. Rating. Doing here is lit. It's weird because this comes out, this is blue, but it's actually green on the camera. Really weird. Really weird. And this can actually come off separately too. It's just like a black hole. Now, according to the lid instructions, that's actually where you pour your pre-dissolved detergent. But of course, you'd have to be a very technical or nerdy person to actually dissolve your detergent, throw it down there. I should have dissolved that. So yeah, I never do that. Here's the pump units. I don't know what to call that noise. It's like a slurp. An on and off slurping noise. I'll figure it out eventually. Spinning still. Oh yes, let's have a look what we're doing here. So being that this thing is actually on point with its times, I think what I'm going to do is leave that one, let that one be, and do it with the same options, and maybe select a shorter time on here. That way you can have them finish at a somewhat even time. So I'm actually going to turn this off for now, and once this thing is done, I'm going to count all the time we have spare, and however many minutes we have left until the Kelvinator finishes, that is what I'm going to subtract from the wash time. And here comes the spray rinses. It's got one more to do. There it is. Nice and lovely good spray rinse. I don't know why it's not up to speed. It should be spinning much quicker than this. It shouldn't be at a dead stop. If this thing hurries, I don't know, it should be able to do it. We might get both of these spinning at full speed on camera. I want to be prepared for that. So let me grab the ladder again. Looks like that one is... no, still doing its pulsing. Let's get on the ladder. Here we are. That one is about to accelerate. Very shortly. There we go. Hopefully that there's a noise that this thing makes sometimes whenever it spins, or sometimes when it spins. It makes kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, but and I don't remember any reference videos to the noise, but it's like a bunker to bunker noise. I don't know how to describe it. Good news is it's not making it so. That is what it looks like. And of course, because the Whirlpool has the white tub, it's the easiest one to see, and it just stopped. Okay, so my camera's at 43 minutes, 30 seconds. And this thing just got finished, so I think we might have to subtract 6 minutes. Oh, there it is. hours I was talking about. It just came into effect there and then. So 1860, we're looking at about either a 12 to 10 minute wash if we were to ever do this again. And I think I might do 10 actually. That's what we're going to try next time. We're going to try 10 minutes. So that way we can have these finishing at the most even time possible. And while that is spinning, it's time to unload the Whirlpool of its four, I think this is 4 towels. Yeah, 4 towels. So, pop that in there. I'm feeling these towels now. The Kelvinator definitely has an advantage over the fact that it has an 850 RPM spin speed to the Whirlpool's 640 RPM spin speed. It actually put dry spots on my clothes yesterday. I was quite shocked. So this thing is definitely a good spinner. Definitely. It does a great job with towels. Whirlpool does okay. And as you can probably tell, I don't have a dryer. And that's for 2 reasons. First reason is the dryers here are terrible. I should actually, in the future, I should actually go to my local Harvey Norman or some other appliance place and just show you what all the appliances here in New Zealand are like. But I'm really disappointed about their dryers. They're so small. They're nothing like the American dryers. The other thing is that New Zealanders don't really use dryers. They actually use clothes lines or horses. So that's what I'm going to do after this video is done. Is use the clothes horse. That's what we call those. Clothes horse. I forgot to follow this progress indicator. We are on spin. So I don't know if I ever showed this thing off. I know I've showed this one. It is undergoing a little bit of stuff there. Yeah. But something I've been wanting to point out. Back in the late 90s, using too little detergent is a common cause of laundry problems. Amazing. Don't overload the washer. That's something I have to keep an eye on. Even explosion hazards. No washer can completely remove oil. That's interesting. Those are all those. This is slowing down now. So yeah, here's what the Kelvinator's looks like. Those are all the cycles. All the lids that they're suitable for. Have a good look at that. And all the temperatures. Even service. These are the wash instructions. There's where it talks about the pre-dissolved detergent. I should dissolve that. That's how you start manually. Where fitted, that's because this one does not have delay start. And this is how you get the favorite cycle working. And then that's for the electronic displays. Lid must be closed for washing machine to operate. I'm gonna actually touch on that a bit. Good news on the Whirlpool's part, the previous owner did disable the lid switch, and properly, because if we look down in here, if some of you have seen my first video of this washer, you might remember this. It's already been done. And I'm not an electrician by any means, so I'm actually really thankful that that was done. I missed it. Light just went out. So it's at this point that I would come over and hit the power button, because if I leave it on, it'll just beep and beep and beep, and within a period of 5 minutes. So the way I worked the Kelvinator, the lid switch is on this side, and it has that, and I actually used a clothes peg, and the way I worked it is down in here. It's not exactly the cleanest machine, so down in there, where is it? I actually think that's it right there. Is the lid switch. I do think that's it right there. Let's see if I can do this with. Where is it? There it is. Ah, it is this. So that is it. Get that thing out of the way. So this can actually go backwards too. So what I do is I slide a peg under in between the switch and the top of the machine, and that's enough for it to be held down in position. And that's how I disabled the lid switch for this machine. Some of you might find that helpful, because I know when I first saw one of these, I didn't know how to do it, but now I do. So now you can hear it working, because I have the peg out. So back in, see, you don't hear it, because it's already been pushed down. See, let me see if I can show it. See, it's being held in position with the clip, the peg, and that's how I did it. Very cool thing to have. So that's gonna wrap this video up. All the clothes out there. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.